Hello again. Hi. It's what is it? Tuesday evening here in London. My name's Ray. How you doing? One of the discussions and conversations that's come around today, which is an interesting one, which is also very, very important, an extremely powerful matter element with which we all kind of almost kind of permeate, originate from, is this notion of self-belief. And the interesting thing was, as I was sitting there writing, I was kind of typing away on my blog. My kids are on their half-term holiday now, so they're kind of around and about and kind of like, so Dad, what is it again that you do? And I see you writing a lot, and what is it? And they say, oh wow, this and that, and I show them a few this and that, and they kind of, oh wow, cool. So what are you writing about today, Dad? And I was like, well, I'm talking about, believing in yourself. And they start singing this ditty, believe in yourself, for that's where it all begins. And they kind of went into this whole, sorry, that was a bit too, always look on the bright side of life. Bit Monty Python there, so excuse, sorry, I'm just kind of completely going sideways here, but effectively the whole point here is that, with that kind of resonance and that alignment and that congruence and that kind of connection, full connection with vibration, as in, when you're kind of walking in your stride and you're kind of fitting in your skin and it all just lines up, just similarly, if you're in line and you're congruent with your self-belief and you have massive belief in self not as in selfish and ego, self as in, this, you are a being of whatever energy, frequency, wavelength, vibration that you happen to be on, and we happen to be in this kind of body matter as it is now in this particular part of the journey. And there's still, that kind of belief in human self, again, not with the ego, because ego is a bit tricky, that one, but more in the sense of, alignment with your purpose, your inner source, your inner power, your wavelength. Some people call it soul, some people call it spirit, some people call it just energy. I mean, whatever it happens to be, it's an inner power. Similarly to, like, the Austin event, releasing your inner badass. I mean, it's a play on words, but I mean, it's just like, there's somebody exceptional, there's something or somehow somebody exceptional within us. And when we're connected to that, I mean, magnificence happens. I mean, extraordinary things really do happen. The thing is that are we aware of them? Do we pay attention? It's like, can we see the forest for the trees? And again, to have, we call it confidence. You look at somebody, just to kind of give it maybe a little bit of a framework with which to kind of understand this. I mean, that when you're not confident about something, things tend to kind of not go as well as you would really like them to. The confidence of being able to get on stage or public speak, or the confidence to walk into a social occasion that you're not really prepared for, the confidence of delivering a speech or a presentation, or a job, a contract, or getting in front of a classroom as a teacher, or coaching somebody when you're not really up to it, or getting a project done. I mean, that level of confidence, if it's not there, that is required to get those things through, and you don't have the belief, the chances are that it won't go well. Sometimes you get lucky, but that's also because there's possibly a subconscious there where there is massive belief, but your consciousness are slightly disconnected. So, that's, I mean, I guess of the two kind of areas of where you would kind of want to be, that's probably the better of the two, in the sense that your self-conscious is really working well for you, but your conscious is getting in the way, and if you had to trip anybody up, the self-conscious, the inner belief, the inner badass is so much more powerful and determines so much more than, say, the one on the outside who's just caught up mostly in ego, not all of it, a lot of it. But the point is that, there are people out there who have that core belief in self, that are experiencing extraordinary things. I mean, there is a collection of interviews, of discussions called the Inner Circle within this movement of kind of leadership development, the empowering and that kind of network of people. that really, each person has kind of describes their journey, and it really helps to kind of formulate and kind of reframe what that means to people, and the extraordinary results of success. I mean, $300,000 in a month. I mean, that's just unbelievable. I mean, even $30,000 a month is phenomenal for many people. And many of those people have gone through that journey of progression and continues. Now their belief grows, extraordinary things continue to happen, you know, as they've referred to it as bending the universe. You know, not only are they examples of what's possible, they also lead by example in showing a way or a pathway which when one taps into one's inner core strength and has that sense of self-belief, that's when the magic happens. I mean, that's kind of that sweet spot where you just, that sweet spot, that's the secret. It's not a secret, but that's where it is. All the practicalities and putting things into play, that's a whole nother thing. And that's why the question keeps coming up and says, if your why is big enough, the how will follow. And it's not that it has to be a massive why, but the point is that you need to be tapped into that why, so it is, you know, right up there with you, and you are right up there with it. And you're tapped into that. And that belief that the how will follow, it will all fall into place. And that belief in self that you will, you know, we, it, are able to make it happen. And so on that note, go out there and make it happen. Believe and know that you can. Know that there are people massively around you that believe in you. Because if they didn't believe in you, I mean, just the basic things of getting in a car and driving down the street. If they didn't believe that you could do it, we'd have massive pileup on the motorway. I mean, that's just a very kind of trite and basic and simple example, but it gives you how far into this whole thing goes. So, on that note, have a fantastic day. Get that self-belief, that complete connect, tap into your inner source of badass, and we'll see you in the next video.